crime syndicates, the police, because we got the streets, suckers!
The phrase, "can you dig it," is one of those lines from the Warriors that just become part of American pop cultural history. There are rap songs that use the word "can you dig it" in reference to the Warriors, but I understand there's also a ringtone you can get now. You can actually download a ringtone, so if you get a phone call, your phone will say, "Can you dig it?" instead of just ringing. I can dig that.
The problem in the past has been the man turning us against one another. We have been unable to see the truth because we have been fighting for 10 square feet of ground. Our turf. Our little piece of turf. That's crap, brothers. The turf is ours by right because it's our turn. All we have to do is keep up the general truce. We take over one borough at a time. Secure our territory. Secure our turf. Because it's all our turf.
I always felt that the Warriors has a very disciplined use of sound. From the beginning of this sequence, the only sounds that we hear are those of Cyrus's voice and the cheers of the crowd. In order to punctuate the importance of Cyrus's death, the noises of the crowd are elevated and then silenced after the gunshot. So, the camera's rising, the cheers of the audience are rising, Cyrus's arms are rising, and then, boom. This is an action movie, and here begins our first action scene. In order to give the sequence a sense of chaos, the filmmakers employ a series of edits. We have jump cuts, quick pans, and even handheld camera movements. Walter Hill has choreographed the scene so that one section of the crowd is running clockwise, while the other section of the crowd is running counterclockwise, and so forth and so on, until we get this terrific sense of chaos in the sequence. When the Warriors came out in the late 1970s, martial arts films were starting to gain popularity with the American public, especially in the wake of films like Enter the Dragon and other Bruce Lee movies. So it's around this time that the martial arts became integrated into action films. So here, of course, we get a brief kung fu fight scene. I'm not entirely sure what happens to Cleon here. It looks like the Riffs beat him to death, but either way, this is his exit from the story. As the gang makes their own illegal exit through this chaos, We should point out that the warriors are criminals, but they're not the bad guys. They are the heroes of this story. Our rooting interest is grounded in the fact that we know the warriors are innocent. Remember, we saw who shot Cyrus. So for the next 90 minutes, the audience gets to become criminals of sorts. This is one of the pleasures of watching the warriors and of watching crime films in general. We, good citizens of the audience, get to vandalize property, we get to run from the cops, we get to cut, stab, and beat the living shit out of people.
Everybody make it. Just Cleon's missing.
Fuzz must have got him.
Did you see him get busted?
I seen him, then he wasn't there no more. I was hauling ass.
Why don't you look around, make sure we're okay?
This is a graveyard.
At this point in the story, Act 1 is ending, and Act 2 is beginning. The film's central conflict is being revealed, and that is the journey home. We can examine this film as a retelling of the Odyssey. Homer's epic told the story of a soldier named Odysseus who was trying to lead his men home from the Trojan War. On that journey home, Odysseus' men confront a series of obstacles and challenges. They are tested by the gods. The characters and the warriors are about to embark on a similar journey home. A journey full of monsters and sirens and ghosts. And if they reach their destination of home, they'll achieve an immortality of sorts.
Make it to the platform at Union Square. That's where we change trains.
I only got one question. Who named you leader?
And in this sequence, we see that Ajax sees Cleon's departure as an opportunity, maybe to take over the gang.
Most likely got a nightstick shoved halfway up his ass. Shit. I bet you can't even find the subway.
Maybe we ought to talk about this later, huh?
Well, what's wrong with right now? I don't want to be a warlord. Make you move.
Hey, Ajax, lighten up.
Big boy, Swan's war chief.
We better stick together.
Hey, you guys! The train's right over there! Come on, hurry up! Let's go!
Let's move.
Hey, man, don't worry about it. Stay loose.
Ah, fuck. Rembrandt, mark the spot.
As the sequence ends, the film's conflict has been established, and the heroes will begin their journey all the way home.